How's it going, everyone? Today we got a story time of a Gen Z kid who ruins his life over a TikTok video. Sometimes people in Gen Z, and I know that's my generation, and I know that's some of your generation, they just want to become famous so incredibly bad that they will risk literally everything just to obtain fame. It's a tough sight, and you do hate to see it. But this is a pretty crazy story, and I know you'll enjoy it. So sit back, relax, subscribe if you're new, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's jump right into it. So we're going to call the subscriber who submitted this story Ben. So anyways, right, there's a kid in Ben's class who we're going to call the Gen Z kid. And every single time I get people in my comment section being like, oh, just because someone's in a generation doesn't mean blah, blah, blah. Guys, I know, guys, I know. When I say Gen Z kid, I simply mean someone who spends their entire day canceling people on Twitter. For example, Mr. Beast being nice, nah, canceled, right? Or someone who spends 25 hours a day on TikTok and someone who gets all of their information, opinions, news, life advice, like spends every second of their day and consumes all their information from TikTok. Those are Gen Z kids. And also Gen Z kids tend to really want like fame at any cost. Like they just see clout and they're just like, oh yeah, baby, let's get some of that. So today is a story of when the strive, the wanting of clout destroyed this Gen Z kid's life. So anyways, there's a kid in Ben's class, as I said, who we're going to call the Gen Z kid. And this kid had been desperately trying to blow up on TikTok for the longest time. Speaking of TikTok, you should follow my TikTok at Pugs. I got like 11K on there. Help me get to 20K. I don't know. Anyways, though, so this kid had been posting like 5 times a day, literally everything. He would do the TikTok trend dances, whatever. He would do like bottle flip challenge. Bro, 2017 is calling. Like it wants its trend back. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, this kid would literally be doing anything to try and become famous online. There's nothing inherently wrong with this, by the way. Like I was grinding on YouTube for the longest time. Like I probably made 500 videos before I even got like 20,000 subs. So like nothing wrong with it at all. Like that's totally fine. However, this kid was like super obnoxious about it too. Bro would like do quote unquote prank videos where he would just be really annoying. Like, you know, like back in the day, I don't know if you guys were around for like the YouTube 2015, 2016, like prank era where people would just be menaces to society. And it's like, it's just a prank, bro. It's like, nah, dude, it's not just a prank. At this point, it's mad serious. Like, dudes would actually go out and, like, do really bad stuff. And then when the other person would understandably start to retaliate because, I don't know, something bad just happened, guy with the camera would come out and be like, dude, it's just a prank. Don't get mad at us. It's like, no, dude, you still did it. It doesn't matter if it's a prank or not. And then, like, it kind of became a meme, like, it's just a prank is like a cop-out. Anyways, though, so this kid had been grinding for the longest time trying to become successful. Yeah, so anyways, though, sometimes people on the internet will, instead of taking the long route of making content that maybe doesn't get a lot of views, but being like, I know someone will like this and just sticking with it and just making improvements and really just learning their craft over time, some people will go out and do really viral stunts that are just not really good. Example is like back in the day when people would like lick ice cream and put it back in the store, which is very illegal for many reasons, and they go viral for that reason. First of all, that fame is super fleeting, but also second of all, dude, stupid. You just film yourself committing a crime on camera, bro. Like that's ridiculous. Anyways, though, so one day, you know, the subscriber Ben was sitting at lunch, and the Gen Z kid, who everyone kind of didn't like because of how kind of like cringe and annoying he would be. Doesn't mean he's necessarily a bad person, but I don't know, like throw a banana at someone and be like, dude, you just got pranked, bro. You just got pranked. And everyone be like, oh my God, this kid again. Yeah, but anyways, right, sure enough, this kid came up to Ben and he sat down next to Ben. And Ben's like, what's up, man? And this guy's like, dude, I know I say this all the time, but you're not going to believe the TikTok I just made. And so Ben is like, okay, and pulls up the page. And sure enough, he pulls up the Gen Z kid's TikTok. And the Gen Z kid was not kidding. Ben could not believe the TikTok he just made, but not because it was, oh my God, this is so creative, so funny. No, it was just really bad. Yeah, so you guys might be really curious about what the TikTok is. So basically, right, and once again, I have to do the little disclaimer. I hope it's obvious to you guys, but by telling you these stories, I'm not encouraging you to do these things. In fact, normally when I tell these stories, they're from the perspective of us collectively clowning on the person doing these things. So I would personally hope that you would not go ahead and try and emulate this stuff, but whatever. Sure, just had to get that disclaimer out of the way. So the TikTok video was of the Gen Z kid hidden in the girls' locker room. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sink in for a second. Dude was recording himself in the girls' locker room. Now, okay, you guys might be thinking, well, Connor, relax. Like, who cares? Like, no one's in there. No. This was like mid-gym session, or not mid-gym session, but this was like, they were in there too, if you're catching my drift, right? So immediately Ben's like, dude. First of all, he's like, dude. And he's like, dude, like, you actually need to take this down. Like, this is not good. And the Gen Z kid was like, bro, I normally get 5 views in 30 minutes. I'm already up to 100 views in 30 minutes. Bro, this is going to be my ticket to TikTok fame. And Ben's like, no, this is going to be a ticket to getting suspended and expelled, bro. And let me just say that Gen Z kid probably should listen to Ben here. Probably should have listened to Ben. But hey, man, you guys are just going to see how this story unfolds. Yeah, so sure enough, right, the subscriber is just looking at the Gen Z kid. And he's like, man, I don't think you understand. Like, you know, you can't be in the girls' bathroom, like locker room, and obviously like recording yourself and like, okay, so he wasn't like full on recording them. However, like they were kind of in sight. Like he was very clearly hiding in like, you know, one of the lockers or whatever. And like you could see, because you know in the lockers how there's like grates or whatever, and you can look through. You could basically get a view through the grates. And I don't know if there's anything like really bad that you could see through these grates. Like I wasn't told. By the way, these stories are all submitted by you guys, and if you have a story that you want to submit to me, you can do so by going to my Instagram, which is Connor Pugs, following me on there, and then sending me a DM message. Just message me on there, tell me the whole story, and that's where I collect them. Anyways, though, the subscriber submitted this on Instagram. Wasn't totally sure. He didn't get a close look at the video because he's not trying to be peeping, right? But all he knows is this is not good. And you guys might be thinking, well, doesn't this like very clearly break community guidelines? Yes, TikTok, in theory, should take this down. But you guys got to realize that there's so much content being uploaded to TikTok every single day that, you know, the AI and like the algorithms that will automatically detect stuff is pretty good. So you can't be uploading like, I don't even want to say it right. This is a family-friendly, PG, clean, ABC 1, 2, 3 balloons kid family channel, right? But what I'm trying to say is like you can't be super blatant. But if there's something like this where it's like kind of questionable, sometimes the algorithm won't even pick it up and stuff can slip through the cracks like this. Yeah, so sure enough, right, word spread really quickly. Not even word spread, but views started to pile up on these things. Because the thing is, a lot of times when something sus like this happens on TikTok, it'll actually go really viral because I don't know how else to explain it besides probably a lot of like the guys were like taking an extra look at this like video. They were giving it a lot of watch time. They were giving crazy session duration and engagement to this video, which normally the algorithm's like, oh, this must be a really funny or creative post, not a, uh-oh, spaghetti-o, let's get this off our platform type post. So at this point, right, the Gen Z kid was being told by Ben, you need to take this down. You're probably already screwed, bro. But if you want to minimize the damage or the risk of you getting screwed, you need to take this down right now. But you need to understand the mindset of the Gen Z kid. The Gen Z kid, this is his first opportunity, his first taste of potentially getting, you know, the clout he believes that he deserves. So of course the Gen Z kid's not going to be like, oh yeah, let me go and take this down. I'm finally blown up. He's blown up for the wrong reasons though. But this video, in the bout of a span of an hour, racked up 10,000 views on TikTok, which, look, you can kind of like post a random video and get 10,000 views on TikTok. Like, I'm not going to lie, like TikTok views are definitely not as impressive. However, 10,000 views is 10,000 views. And especially for this kid who would like basically throw a party if he got 100 views on a TikTok, which like I'm not view shaming anyone, but in the grand scheme of things, like let's be real here. So yeah, this kid was not about to take down this video. So Ben obviously tried to distance himself. He's like, all right, man, well, you choose to do what you want to do. But Ben saw as just other like random guys at the school started like going up to like the Gen Z kid. The Gen Z kid didn't even really need to like self-promote the fact that he snuck into the girls' locker room and hid in the lockers. He didn't even really need to like heavily self-promote that. He just needed to kind of exist for a little bit. He just needed the video to go up and like get the natural traction it was going to get in the first place. And like guys were coming up like, dude, I saw the video. Like, you're crazy for that, bro. Like, you're so crazy. Like, you're ridiculous for that, man. Like, dude, like, that's so valid of you. When they were really just like, yeah, you're crazy for that equals ha 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 lol. You're screwed, partner. Kind of like, you're kind of messing up here, bud. But anyways, right, so word started to spread really quickly because like the video was naturally being sent to the home pages of people who went to this school. Because some people who went to the school already followed the TikTok kid, the Gen Z kid. So that video would immediately appear on their For You page. And then since people like followed each other, you know, a lot of algorithms kind of have like profiles of people and they will recommend videos that people of similar profiles will be interested in. That's why like, if you guys watch Am I the Jerk or Tag Swag, you might have been recommended my video and vice versa because they're like, oh, people like story videos. Let me recommend another channel that a lot of people like story videos also watch. This is also true for if you're friends with people more on social media sites, less like YouTube, which is more just pure content. But in social media sites, it's kind of like if your friend follows and engages with a page or a photo or whatever, you're more likely to see it. So basically the whole school got this video shot onto their For You page within the matter of like an hour and a half. And that's when a big group, and Ben was walking by as like the Gen Z kid was basically basking in the glory of his crime, right? Which is like what I find so funny is like when these social media guys who commit crimes and go on TV. I'm like, yo, relax, bro. You're basking in the glory of your crime. Anyways, though, so as he was kind of basking in the glory, some guys were coming up to him like, dude, that was so savage of you, right? A big group of angry-looking girls walks up to the Gen Z kid. And the Gen Z kid, when he sees this, his little smile on his face, his little like, I'm famous, I'm crazy, I'm cool smirk completely gets wiped away. If you made it this far into the video, comment TikTok down below. That'll be the secret word of the day. I'll try and heart as many comments as I can to say TikTok down below. And also, if you want to submit a story, make sure to go to my Instagram at ConnorPugs and follow me, then DM me there. If you use Spotify, these stories are on Spotify as well. And finally, while we're on the topic of TikTok, I'm trying to post my shorts on there as well. If you want to follow me on TikTok at ConnorPugs, if you just happen to use it. If you don't, I actually got some respect for you. I only have it downloaded because I'm trying to post on there. But if you do happen to use it, if you want to give me a follow in there, try and boost me to some new people, that'll be pretty sweet. Anyways, let's get back to it and see what happens next. Yeah, so anyways, right, the Gen Z kid gets confronted, and Ben, the subscriber, like he wasn't there, but he was passing by, so he was able to get basically the TLDR of what happened, right? What happened is they were all like freaking out at the Gen Z kid, basically saying how creepy and weird it was that he was in there in the first place. But then how is a total like breach of their privacy for him to go in and like start recording stuff? Both two super valid statements, guys. Please do not do any of that nonsense. I hope we are all collectively clowning on the Gen Z kid for wanting clout that badly. Anyways, though, so yeah, sure enough, the subscriber Ben kind of just like walks along. He's like, I'm not trying to be associated. I'm not trying to be a part of this. And here's where things escalate even further. So parents are starting to learn about this video, right? Because like, I don't know, some like daughter who got caught on the recording, bad situation, right? Must have forwarded to their parents being like, look at this kid in my class, like deal with this. And the parents probably spread around the existence of the video, not trying to look at the video, right? It's privacy, whatever. And a bunch of them started contacting the school. School's getting like their phones are blowing up, whatever. So pretty shortly after, a teacher pulls the Gen Z kid aside. He goes immediately to the principal's office. It's a huge meeting, a huge whatever. So Ben tells me that the video was down shortly after. He does not know if the video got taken down for community guidelines, or the video was taken down by the Gen Z kid as he was instructed. Either way, right? It's like, which one came first? Like, the Gen Z kid was going to be forced to take down the video by the staff, like, one way or another. Yeah, I just don't know if it got taken down for violating guidelines before that. Anyways, though, so yeah, there was kind of like a long debriefing or whatever, because it was like parents were mad about this, and understandably so. And also, you got to realize that the Gen Z kid broke like so many rules doing this. Because not only did he like break into the girls' like locker room, which is pretty messed up alone, but he also recorded it and posted it online. So because of that, like just like that string of just a bunch of bad offenses one after another, the Gen Z kid was not suspended. He was flat out expelled from the school. And that completely turned his life around, because the Gen Z kid had made all of his friends, even if they weren't that close, but he had still made all of his friends at the school. They needed to find a new school district. It was bad. It was a bad situation. And to this day, like, the subscriber Ben genuinely doesn't even know what happened to the Gen Z kid. He doesn't know where he's at. He does not know what he's up to. He just does not know what the Gen Z kid is doing right now. Who knows? Genuinely. So moral of the story is just don't be a jerk and do stupid stuff for TikTok clout. For the love of God, please, guys.